So I got a couple of pickups in this video, but the main one we're going to be focusing is on this one, the YEEZY Boost 350 joints right here. But let's go ahead and get into this video. What is going on, guys? Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. If you guys would like to shop this week's top sneaker deals that I curate for you guys, check the link in the description. Right now, Nike has 30% off of select items on Nike US site, and it's definitely worth checking out. First things first, dude, I want to show you guys this Kith Subi denim that I bought, and I've been talking about this on Instagram and Twitter, like just in general, just because I was so pissed about this release. The funny thing is I was actually really highly anticipating buying this because I really thought it was going to be a really dope collaboration. You could see the little logos on it and stuff are pretty rad. And I love that they did this with the crosses and then it says Kith across right there. But unfortunately, the quality of this is just absolutely terrible. Not only did it come totally jacked, and the packaging was terrible. The worst I've ever seen. Granted, I get it. They want it to look all wrinkled and stuff, but the way that it came, it was like somebody opened it and then re-put it back together. So this is my fourth pair of the Subi denim, and it's also my fourth or fifth pair of Kith denim. So I thought that the quality of the combination of the two would have been really good, but this is where it got just terrible. So you can see right here on the butt part, they used a little patch thing and they actually sewed it down, which is what you would expect. So if it wears through, you're going to be good to go there. However, they didn't give the knees the same treatment. So I'm wearing them for the very first time and I'm like, what the heck is this? This literally just sticking out like this. I'm like, why is this denim so bad? You could see here, they literally just used a little bit of fabric glue on here to try to hold it down. And you could see the whole thing just comes out. And the reason why I'm mad about this is because these are $220. That's so much money for denim. I know it's a drop in the bucket for some of you rich folks out there, but I mean, that's a lot of money for me. And I don't want to spend $220 on a pair of denim that is going to have problems like this. I bought this specific one because I like the quilted pattern underneath. But as you could see here, watch this. This is seriously ridiculous. Watch this. You see this? Watch how easy this comes off. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? That's what's holding this patch on, is just that fabric stuff that completely falls off. So I'm going to redo it and hopefully make it better, but how frustrating is that it totally just comes off like that? I don't know. The other thing is I bought two pairs of the exact same type of denim, and for some reason this one fits me super snug, but the other pair that I have fits me exactly the way it should. So the sizing of this is actually off too, at least for myself. I was hugely let down by that, and I tweeted at Ronnie and I tweeted at Kith, and of course they have no return policy, so it's just super annoying to spend that much money on a pair of jeans and have it come just completely thrashed. I don't know. We'll show you guys these two, but I'll show you this pair first. Adidas actually sent this over to me. It's a pair of Superstars, but this one is a top 10 inspired Superstar, as you can see. So, and on the tongue it actually says top 10 versus Superstar. So from what I gather, and this is the part that's difficult for me to say because I don't really know 100%, this is a top 10 colorway that they are reimagining in the Superstar. So kind of cool, but also I wish there was more story behind it. It was really hard to find the story behind it. Any which way, it's just a simple looking pair of Superstars. And if you didn't know, they're celebrating 50 years of Superstars. They have a couple other inspired ones. And if you guys know more about this, leave comments and let me know. But if you guys are trying to shop for some Superstars, check the link in the description as well, and I'll take you over to Adidas website. But shout out to Adidas for sending these over. Just a random pair that I didn't know they were going to be sending, and I was like, that's cool, man. But let's go ahead and show you the main one that you guys came here for. And this is the box, one we've never seen before, 350 Boost. And this is the Earth colorway. Notice the size is not my size. And here we have them. So this is a size 5, which is actually kind of my wife's size, or close to. Actually might be a little bit small for my wife even. And to be honest, I actually was trying to buy two pairs of these. I bought one pair, and then I was trying to get my size after, because usually 9.5 is easier to secure on release mornings than the smaller sizes. So I was going to get a smaller size maybe to flip, and then get a bigger size for myself, but unfortunately they just didn't have any left. And honestly, I could barely even get these ones, which is crazy. So this was a regional release. They had the taillights in another one, and I can't even remember the other pair of Yeezys. And then they had the earth joints right here. And then these are the ones that were in North America. But this is a pretty interesting colorway. Honestly, I don't mind it at all. It's just kind of like a light mocha color. You do have some brown mesh here and then extra brown here on the back. And then the soles, you have that hit of yellow where it says boost on the back right here. And you have a singular color lace on the upper, that earth tone, along with the earth tone around here. You have a really dark chocolate insole right here with the Yeezy branding on it. And then also on the back tab here, the reflective 3 stripes right here are also in that dark chocolate color. Then you actually have the return of the heel tab on the back here too, which I actually prefer. I think it looks cleaner with the heel tab. It's just, I don't know, just fits better. It looks better, I think, on it. Overall, it's like a cool colorway. I mean, here's the funniest thing is it seems like in the beginning of 2019, they went on a dry spell and didn't release a bunch of stuff. And then they went crazy this year already. Like, they've been releasing so many Yeezys and tons of different colorways. I can't keep up with the naming convention of any of them. There's lots more in the forecast that are going to be dropping. Lots of limited releases and then lots of like larger scale releases. But Yeezy is basically doing everything that I was suggesting that they should have been doing to be able to have that exclusivity and have the wow factor that the brand needed to have. Because let's face it, like, these aren't selling for a crazy amount of money on the resale market. This is a couple weeks after the launch. And I apologize, I've been sick for a week, and this is my first video I've actually recorded fresh in over a week because I've just been so ridiculously sick feeling. But they've been doing such a good job with the limited releases of the 700, whichever the orange ones were, and just in LA and Paris or whatever. The black ones were limited too. That's why I haven't got my hands on them. And then this one being a regional exclusive, I think that they're doing a lot of really smart things. Then they do have larger scale releases that hit like places like Hibbett Sport and like Champ Sports and all of your regular spots. All that means is Adidas is making a lot of money and they are selling out. More importantly, they're selling through whatever they end up releasing. And that's the craziest feat of all. The fact that they've released so many models at this point and so many different colorways, and every single one of them sells out still. The only one that stays in stock are the Calabasas on the Yeezy Supply website. But it's crazy to see all the hype and all of the chase to get a pair of 350s, even nowadays, when everybody thought Yeezy was dead and the hype was like falling away. Because, you know, the two main things that we've heard a lot of is that people were sick of the 350, first of all, which they since have introduced other models. And then also that every single colorway that they drop is like an earth tone sort of release. They're all like earth tones, creams and like tans and browns. And then this one is just literally the one that they called the earth colorway. I think it's hilarious. But it is a little bit different than the other ones because at least it's darker than that light tan or that tan color that we've seen a bazillion times. It's darker than the Marsh. We're going to bring a couple of different colorways to show you guys. So the comparison between the Marsh and the earth, obviously, they're totally different. This is like a mustard yellow. And then even that brown is obviously different than this light tan brown. I don't even know what to call this one. It's like toffee. Nice little contrast there too. And then comparison to the other like earth tone ones, I mean, it's in the same vein, but obviously a lot darker. And then the darkest one we've seen yet, these ones were crazy and obviously totally different. This is the one that I thought was kind of fun. So this is the one that I customized right here. I dip dyed these ones, and there's a pair of creams actually, and you can see the chocolate brown on the midsole here and the chocolate brown on the upper here. So this is like a Reese's peanut butter cup right here. We have the chocolate brown here and then the peanut butter. It's kind of crazy how that came out. But yeah, mine's much darker, obviously, than the ones that released. So, but it was funny. A lot of people were tagging me like, oh, they're making a brown Yeezy, but it's kind of like, again, toffee colored. And there's a look at the back color right there. Again, much lighter. Anyways, that's just a comparison to some of the other colorways out there. Overall, like, is it worth buying these things? I mean, honestly, it's one of those questions that you got to ask yourself if what's the value to you, like, and what are you willing to pay? The resale is not crazy high on these. And the craziest thing is if I sell these for $270 roughly right now, I mean, after fees and everything on StockX, I make $20, like, from what I paid for these. Actually, I probably make $10 because I think that these were $230 shipped. So that's not a big come up, and it's a lot of risk. If you're buying these just to sell them, that's a huge risk that you're putting out there to make $10 or $20. $40 even, it's still a big risk because you're putting out $220. That's not a big return on your investment. So I just wanted to point that out. I would like to say that it's somewhat secure though, because when the Yeezys drop, most of the time they sell out. So you think obviously there's going to be resale, but it's really hard to tell if the prices are going to go up or down in the future because they've dropped so many colorways. I honestly, at this point, I'm kind of clueless as to see what's going to happen. Ultimately, what I'd say is if you're trying to buy them just to flip, it's going to be a crapshoot most of the time. You can check the pre-sale StockX prices. It's going to be nothing comparison to the after release StockX prices, so keep that in mind. But anyways, I got this one pair right here. I wish I would have got my own size. I would have actually kept these if I got my size, but I'll probably end up just trying to sell these ones or see if my wife actually even wants them. Most of the time she laughs at me when I offer her shoes. But did you guys cop the Earths though, or the taillights? I think the taillights were the ones out of the three that were the ones that were most talked about. But I actually don't mind this color. I think it actually looks pretty nice. Anyway, that's the video. I'm still feeling under the weather, so I'm going to get out of here. But hopefully you guys have a good rest of the day. We'll see you guys hopefully for some more sneaker videos very soon. Peace, guys.